That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMT 1490 AM. Do download our app. It's free. It's on the store, whether you go with Android and or iPhone. We're right there. Make sure to add us. Also, if you're on Oculus, let me know. A friend request me on Facebook. And let me know you're on Oculus. I'll join. Recently, I actually got to check in on that, and I was like, ooh. And if you have Oculus, go download Big Screen. You're going to be happy that you did. I showed it to my mom yesterday. She was like, oh, all right. So I'm like, okay, evidently, whatever. But there you go. All right. So, but it's good for people in your life. I actually had loaned it for a while to someone who was able to be, honestly, she didn't have to be around her boyfriend. Her boyfriend had coronavirus. I'm like, please don't get coronavirus. I know you're going to want to see him. And she did. She did it outside of his house. That's, it was a while back, about a year ago, December of 2021, I think it was. But honestly, she was able to have fun and play with him, and it's like being in the same room with someone. It's like being on the phone, but being able to participate together, doing anything and everything. So pretty cool. They need to do some stuff with it that I think will make it next level. Otherwise, it's kind of like, okay, that's it. But it has potential, and I think I think some people, I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't really agree with it. I think it's kind of like, why would you do that now? I saw a report. I don't know if they're going to do what Twitter did, which Twitter kind of released what's called Twitter Blue, but Facebook's doing something through, I think, Instagram and themselves, and then they're saying that they're going to charge like so much. And I'm like, I don't know that that's the right move. I think just keep doing what you're doing to create good stuff. Don't charge a lot, and then people will just do it. But anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. VR is still the future. So I think if you get like an Oculus even 2 for you and or a friend, you're still going to be happy along the way. Just download Big Screen. You get to watch movies together. All right, Jess, what's going on?
Yes, yes. I feel incredibly bad. I just recently read that Turkey and Syria got hit by another big earthquake.
Yeah, they did. I know. I'm like, what's going on? So, and we talked about it last time. I said, look, where they're at, it's a very like, it's more than a fall. I think right now. I've yet to talk to someone very smart, but I think it may be near and or around a tectonic plate. So they're probably going to see that because these earthquakes are like super big, right? This was a 6.4. Now I know in areas like here, if you remember Whittier earthquake and or Northridge earthquake. It was around that, but these buildings are toppling left, right, and center. So I don't, So anyway, what'd you find, Jess?
Hold on. I was just looking at something else as the way. But yeah, so yeah, they had another 6.3 hit the southern Turkey, Syria border. Yeah, those buildings just crumbled. They probably would have been stronger if they would have made with Legos. Um
Yeah, you're right.
but yeah, no, I was just watching like the build it like they were literally just like like disappeared like they were snapped away from like Thanos or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for saying that. And recently, I think they said that they're starting to smell what they say death because now the bodies are smelling that are still like in buried rubble because they're focusing on survivors, obviously. But when you see this, it looks like a bomb hit the area. It's that bad. And you see the little machine at the bottom, right? That helps kind of like get stuff, out from under to get to the people that are under. But those buildings completely gone, and that's an earthquake. That's after I think the first earthquake, to be honest. But each earthquake makes it worse and worse and worse and worse. And in the background of that picture that we're showing on our feed, if you're listening on the radio, just find us on Facebook and or Twitter and or LinkedIn. Just find KMT 1490 AM and or myself, Aaron M. Sanchez, or Jess at I am Jess Sanchez. But yeah, you see the background, like those homes are still around, but these buildings that are tall are really just getting pummeled and in some pictures they show all in a row, and I'm like, that's not normal, and it happens after the earthquake already happened. So I see, like, thank God for people having their phones and having video everywhere. We get to see what happens during and or around, but this is the situation in the area of Syria and Turkey, and it's actually reaching very far. A lot of people are no longer with the house; they have nowhere to go, and they're basically like in camps where they're trying to be all right. So I say this: if you have someone there, or if you know someone, just say, "Hey, come over here if you can." I don't know what the legal requirements are to be able to put someone up like that. I don't know, but you got to open your home. So there's a lot of people. I know we have people there that we know through other people, and so I'm waiting to hear reports on that. I know there are people that are like acting to be able to help each other out. But it's bad. The 6.3 magnitude earthquake rattled Turkey last night, which actually for us was more like day because they're ahead of us, right? According to the U.S. Geological Survey, as they are cleaning up one of the worst disasters in their history. The quake was centered near the southern city of Samandag, located in Hatay province, which suffered catastrophic damage in the quake that struck originally. The original, I can't believe it's that, feels like yesterday, February 6th. The latest earthquake came as officials from Turkey and Syria said the death toll, and it's been increasing, by the way. We're now at a total, at least what they can say, 46,957. I still think we're gonna go into the 100,000s probably in about a week. We'll see. Um, it's bad, and then you got like repercussions of people that are hurting, are like maybe sick and are getting others sick because of course virus is still around, and then you got that. It says search and rescue crews are surveying the latest damage from the new tremor. That's the latest one. At least 3 people are dead. 213 people have been injured in Turkey from the quake that just happened, according to the Turkish government. The mayor of Hatay said people are trapped under rubble from newly collapsed buildings from the latest earthquake. See, so there's more just coming down. 130 people were injured in northwest Syria as the latest quake struck. The White Helmets, Syria's civil defense unit, went ahead and tweeted, because evidently they got Twitter. Thank God for Twitter. Several balconies and walls collapsed from the tremors. The White Helmets tweeted. The organization tweeted several civilians injured from falling building debris, stampedes, and jumping from high areas. I didn't even know stampedes were a thing. Additionally, in certain parts of the area, 2 uninhabited buildings and the part of a mosque collapsed. There were no immediate reports of death in Syria. That's according to the latest report. But we got days for this. It says a Turkish camp for 700 people who are now homeless from the earthquake. Buildings shook for about 15 seconds around 8 p.m. And lights went off in the distance, so some of the electrical went out. So it's very cold there. They have a lot of problems there. It's bad, Jess.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, you can just go on YouTube or TikTok and just view all the videos. Some people were streaming from under the rubble, and it was very sad. He was able to get out, but some people did not. So it's just like I can't even imagine just everything coming down on you. I'd be sleeping outside under a tent or something.
Well, and that's what. Thank you for saying that. That's actually what they're doing. It's bad for families everywhere, and all you could do is kind of be together. And I know a lot of people that are survivors are probably one of like a whole bunch of people that no longer are around. So there's a lot to be like, okay, we really gotta, I mean, if that were to happen here, we would be like up in arms right now. I'd be like, can anyone help us? And I always say, get out of the area, go somewhere else. As much as possible, get out of the area. I think they need to honestly get people out of the area. I know they want to rebuild, but with that devastation, like it's gonna be a while because Turkey's already had a problem financially, and what I mean by that is the cost of living there has been so high. It's like one of those things where you almost say, this is probably a sign for us to get out of here. Like it's not a thing to be there anymore. Like let Turkey do what Turkey does, and let's just go wherever we got to go. I would say go west or east. With Ukraine, I don't know if Russia's going to take advantage of the situation at some point and be like, haha, he's been taking advantage of a lot of things. I know Biden recently just went to, Ukraine. I don't know what's going to come out of that. I hope something good's going to come out of that. But yeah, there's a lot of questions on this particular thing because it's just one thing after another. And that area, like I say, is a pretty big area. If you look at the area, they say a fault line. But again, I would say look at possibility of seismic shift when it comes to like how the continents kind of come together. I think it's a plate that's being affected, and that's why we're gonna have more really big what they call aftershocks. But these are individual earthquakes, really, is what they should call them. But there you go. All right. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna find some more, and there is some interesting news. We'll talk about that next here on the morning show. Stay tuned.